Sometimes when you get hurt, it makes you feel like you're unworthy of love. It makes you feel like you don't deserve love. I've been through some things, bro. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that you're not alone. All right? We're going way back to middle school, bro. I like this girl so much, but she was taken by my mans, bro. My mans took her, bro. And I don't hold anything against him. It's just what happened. All right, we fast forward. I get into a relationship. She just doesn't text me back. She's not texting me back. And I'm telling you this because I want you to know that you're never alone, right? She never texts you back. She never texts me back, bro. It was just like the communication wasn't there. It was just like she didn't care, bro. And she just wasn't trying. So, that ended. You know what I'm saying? We fast forward to, a few months later, I get into another relationship, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I love love, right? We get into another relationship. She just starts acting weird. She hangs out with other people. She goes to parties. We have to cut that off. I'm in high school. I'm a sophomore. You know what I'm saying? I find this girl. You know what I'm saying? We're off and on. She knows I'm in love with her. I feel like she's in love with me, right? She ends up dating my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll have to cut that off, right? Love my life, have to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? We fast forward. I'm talking to this girl. We're on FaceTime every single night. One day she just comes home and she just like, what if I said I did something, will we still be okay? I'm like, what do you mean? Of course we'll still be okay. She made out with another dude. You know what? I give love another shot. I forgive her. We go. You know what I'm saying? We move on though. We move on because that's what we do, right? We move on, right? So I keep chasing, and then eventually I stopped. You know what? I gotta realize that I'm hurt. You gotta realize that you're hurt. It's the first step, bro. I'm not crying, I'm itching my eye. It's the first step. I realized that I was hurt. I realized that if I kept carrying around my scars and, walking around with these wounds, that I wasn't even hurting anybody else. It was kind of just like, I've been hurt before, you know what I'm saying? So I was expecting to keep getting hurt. And it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough when you give your heart to somebody, man. Because you're placing it in their hands, bro. You're trusting them, right? But, hey, things happen, though. And that's what I realized on this journey, that things will happen. But I don't hold any grudges against these people. I don't hold any, they're not responsible for who I am today. They're not responsible for hurting me or anything. It was just, at the end of the day, it was my fault for giving all of my love, all my energy to them. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let it hurt me. One day I just sat there and I was just like, dude, I have to heal. So the first step I did was let it hurt. You know what I'm saying? I let it hurt. And then I forgive them. That's the second thing I did. I forgive. You have to forgive them. And forgiveness isn't saying, it's not like texting them and telling them that you forgive them. No, because essentially what you're doing is you're opening another door for the same experience to reoccur. When that might not happen, but through my experience, I forgave them in silence. And I tried everything. I tried forgiving them with a text. I tried forgiving them when they came back. I tried everything, but kind of the same things just kept happening because we weren't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? We weren't meant to be, and I can't force that anymore. I can't force that thing no more. So yeah, I had to forgive them, and forgiving them in silence is also a form of self-love. You don't need that text back. You don't need that reassurance. You don't need none of that. It's gonna make you want more when you try to reach out and you see that name pop up on your screen again, and your heart starts beating again. You get those butterflies again. You know what I'm saying? Forgive them in silence. I forgive everybody in silence because it was necessary for my growth. And when they were constantly on my mind, I learned that, it's better for me to focus on more things that are in front of me. I need to get back in the gym. I needed to do all these things because I was focusing so much of my attention on them and how they hurt me. I just forgave them, man. And I forgive you for the things that you've done. Even if you can't see that you hurt me, I still forgive you. And that's kind of the biggest thing. So work on forgiving that person, forgiving the things that hurt you. Forgive them. And then I stopped looking. And that's the third thing. I stopped looking. I stopped looking for people to love me. I stopped looking for external things to love me, right? Because when you look for something, I kind of feel like when you look for something, you're just telling yourself that you're not worthy of that thing. You know what I'm saying? When you keep saying that, when you keep looking, you're essentially saying that you're not worthy of love. But that's not the case because we were created upon love, right? Two people coming together. It's love, right? I just realized that, I needed to heal. Like I said before, I needed to heal, and I stopped looking for people. But when you're alone for so long, your heart craves some sort of intimacy, some sort of love, right? But that love doesn't have to come from outside sources. It doesn't have to come from things outside of you, man. It can come from within. Everything that you were looking for is already within inside of you. And I kind of realized that once I started realizing that I was loved from within and that I only need to love myself, because sometimes yourself is all that you will have, then you can forgive and then you can let it hurt. Or then you can let it hurt, then you can forgive, and then you can stop looking. You see what I'm getting at? It was all a realization. I realized that I was enough. I realized that some people are just not meant to be. I realized that I am everything that I need to be. You know what I'm saying? And, sometimes we get hurt and it makes us feel some type of way. But once you stop looking and once you love yourself enough, you kind of realize that you are all that you need. You don't necessarily always need a partner to feel fulfillment in your life. You don't always need somebody to have a fling with, you know what I'm saying? You don't always need to be lustful with all these random different people, bro. How about you hold your energy, hold your stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's just a thought. And on to number 4, I just found myself. When you stop looking externally, you look within. And I accept myself, bro. And I'm kind of just having like my own therapy session, bro. I'm realizing now that because I found myself, I kept getting hurt in the past, bro. And this is why I am the way I am today. And I have a girl now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna save this for after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But I found myself, bro. I started working towards my goals. I started a YouTube channel. I started creating content. But if I was with those people back then, if I kept trying to chase them, I don't think I would be where I was today. And that's what I'm saying. I had to forgive them. I had to let go. I had to let it hurt. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop looking. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop being with these girls, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful experience once you can realize, like, wow, this is how things had to happen. You know what I'm saying? This is how things had to happen. 21 years of this reoccurring thing. But it's done because I found myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sharing this with you because you're not alone. I'm sharing this with you because if you are hurt, let it hurt. Forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking, and eventually you will find yourself. You know what I'm saying? You will find yourself, and I can't tell you how you will find yourself. I can't tell you when you will find yourself. I can't tell you how to stop forgetting somebody, because you're on your own, because you are living out of your experience. But you're gonna wake up and one day you're gonna be able to choose better. You're gonna want more for yourself, and you're gonna stop thinking about them. You're gonna find ways. You're gonna find ways to stop thinking about them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find ways to forgive them in silence. And if does that mean blocking them, doesn't mean sending them a text, a final text, doesn't mean, it's a whole bunch of different things. And number 5, I left the rest to God, man. And I told you guys I was gonna come back to this. I left the rest to God. Once I found myself, I just told him that the right person will come for me. Love will find me. My soulmate will find me. And one day, after all that hard work of loving myself and, working on myself, she just came up to me. And this was somebody who has met me on the same level that I have met myself. Because people can only meet you as deeply as they met themselves, and we just clicked instantly. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't forced, it wasn't planned, it just happened. Like, everything just happened. The experiences that happened. So I'm saying you have to leave the rest to God at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's always there to love you, because you can love yourself, right? So yeah, man, I feel like you need to embark on this journey, bro. It's worth a shot. I mean, a lot of us get hurt, but hurt doesn't last forever. So open that heart back up and love again. I'm gonna wrap this up though. Y'all stay strong. Y'all keep going throughout your day, man. Y'all keep being amazing. And I love you all. Have a good one.